Hello, crafty friends. Good evening. Happy Monday to you. I hope you've had a blessed week. If you're watching on replay, please hashtag replay. I would love to chat with you. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend, a good start to the week, and we are going to be working on a cutting board from Craft Dealz. I've already stained the other side. I'm going to find us on my iPad here real quick. All right, there we are. I had to find us. Hey, Kimberly, how are you, my friend? Has everybody heard the exciting news on Essential Stencil that their Christmas bundle is out? 58 stencils and 4 sets of transfers. Huge, huge, huge deal. Hope you all had a chance to shop. They went live at midnight, and believe it or not, the stencil I'm using tonight is already sold out. Hey, Miss Bonnie. When I checked earlier, there were only 34 of the mega bundle sets. The mega bundle left. I don't know how many y'all know. I didn't check before I came live. It is going fast. So if you are on the fence on what you want to get, or if you're going to get something, you better get them now because they are selling out fast. If one of your favorite has sold out, let Essential Stencil know that you want to go on the wait list. They will notify you when they are back in stock. I don't know if they're going to restock them, but if there is enough interest, they may. The one that I'm talking about is this one right here. I did link it, but it is sold out. I am so sorry. I didn't realize that it was sold out. That's my luck. It is great that it is sold out, but I'm sad that it is sold out. So, when it comes back in stock, put yourself on the wait list. Let them know you want it so that you can get it. I am using dark walnut from Minwax. This is a semi-transparent to stain my cutting board. And again, this is from Craft Dealz. And I love all of these stencils. There are some that I like more than others. Of course, I love all the snowmen because I love snowmen. I love all of the transfers. They are just absolutely gorgeous. The stockings hung with care. I love that one. I love the one with the snowman looking up saying, you're never too old to search the sky at Christmas. Something similar. I love that one. There are so many. I can't even tell you all the ones that I love. So, did you guys have a chance to get your favorites? Did you guys stay up to get them when they were available at midnight? I want to know. Tell me all the deals. Tell me all the things. Hey, Carlene. Hey, Judy. Hey, Cindy. Thanks for sprinkling, ladies. I love this color. This is my new favorite, brown. It looks really dark in the can, but when you put it on the wood, it's really not that bad. I think this is my favorite instead of the antiquing glaze, since the Valspar antiquing glaze is not available anymore. Because I love a good brown. And this is just a really pretty color. And of course, all wood accepts the color differently, so try it out on your piece that you have. I'm going to go back over the edges here to make sure that they are covered. You know, the rough edges take a stain completely different where all the wood's pressed together. And then I am going to do the inside of that, let's turn it to the wrong side. No. I am going to do the inside of the hole with like a scrubby brush. I always use one of these little old scrubby brushes that are not good for much anything, because I do want my hole to be covered. I did sand my hole out. It had some rough edges in there, so I used one of the round oh, what are those tools called? Like a sanding brush. That's what it looks like a brush. I can't think of what they're called right now. They come in different shapes and sizes. You have round, you have half round, flat. And that's what I used to clean this up a little bit. Alright, we are good. Rinse that out. Thank you, Ms. Carlene. So who stayed up last night? Who stayed up till midnight to get their favorite stencils or their favorite bundle? And tell me, which ones did you get? What were your favorites? I have too many to tell you which ones I like. I've got lots of favorites, but I did not anticipate that this gingerbread one was going to be sold out, ladies. I am so sorry. If I'd known that, I would have chose something different. You slept like a baby. I did too, because I was fortunate enough being part of the ambassadors that I was able to get it earlier. Yeah, I do. I have so many favorites, but I really love all the stencils. All the transfers. The transfers are just at my heart. They are just amazing. I'm going to use my 120 grit cut off sandpaper here, and I'm just going to go lightly over it. I'm going to go back over the edge. I've already sanded this once. That off. And we will do a lot of different things to this, so I feel like I'm a million miles away from you guys, and I'm right in front of the camera. Can you guys see good enough? Oh yes, I can't wait. I'm excited that I was able to get it a little bit earlier. I am going to use white to go over top of it, but I am going to use a coffee filter. I didn't think I was going to, but I am. I'm going to use my, not putty knife, what are those? Palette knife. It's like, what are those tools called? I have a problem with tool names today. I had to tape mine, it broke. It literally broke off right there at the top. So if it falls apart, no panic. It just does. I am going to load my putty knife. Putty, oh my gosh. My palette knife. I don't know why I call it a putty knife. It's a palette knife. And I'm going to try to see if I can I'm going to create like a somewhat of a chippy look. I gotta figure out how to hold this tool the right way. You're gonna play around with this. And I am just dipping it into my and we can sand this back and make this even more chippy. Just going on the edges right here. The edges up here. And let's see, I want a little bit more chippy right here. And like I said, we can sand this back a little bit. Kind of looks like a snowy scene right now, don't it? It's all in how you hold the palette knife. Not too bad for first time, right? Because we're gonna put that recipe on the top of this, so it is gonna be okay. I just put a little bit of paint here and there. I think I'm good with that. I'll sand this back a little bit. I do not like my little big splotch right there. You can disguise this a little bit. And I'm going to sand that back a little bit. by Apple Barrel. Great color. They have some amazing colors. Love the look. I found it. I couldn't remember what it was called. It is cool. It cooled down today. Well, today was hot again, but yesterday and the day before, and it was windy like all get out. I thought we were gonna blow away. I'm like, my gosh. I'm gonna use my big fat scraper here. Let's see if I can use my 80, my 81, and my 80. I'm going to put a bow up here anyway. See there, we just lightened it up some and added another way you can do it too is to wet distress. If you have too much and you don't like how much you got on a spot, you can take a wet Clorox wipe or a wet paper towel. And just wipe it back. See how the wood came through right there? So you can do that. And just wipe it back. And wherever you want some of the wood to come back through, so we want some to show back up here. See, does that look good? And you decide on where you want to bring some of that wood back through. Let's dry this back up. Yeah, we had, it wasn't as cold as you guys had it, but we were in the lower 50s, but it felt like 5 or 6 degrees cooler. And then yesterday and the day before, it only got up to the 60s, and it was cold. And that's what we have right now. And I know that this is smaller. I am going to put some transfers on the side. I am not going to use the 2 hearts. I could. I think I'm going to leave those out. I'm just trying to, I'm lining my hole up with the hole up here. I know I'm going to put a bow on there, so I'm going to move it down. should we add the hearts or leave the hearts off? You guys tell me. Leave the hearts on there or take them off, because they will be at the very edge right here. And I am going to do all the words in, where did my color go? Deep burgundy. Got a paint goober. Trying to find a 1/2 inch brush. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch brush because this is very tiny little words. I have something else planned for the handle. We're going to add some greenery and a bow. Of course, a dry brush. And I am leaving all the embellishments. I'll call them embellishments. I am not going to add them yet. I will add them in a different color. I load my brush and I offload my brush. And I'm going to get me a little Becker sheet, because I know me, I am going to circle and circle right over the things I didn't want to color in yet. I am also going to make sure I don't go over the hearts, because just in case I don't want to add them, I will do a second coat. I just can't believe that this is already sold out the first day. This blows my mind, guys. Blows my mind. Did any of you get the gingerbread stencil? Did you get a bundle? What did you get? What's your favorite? What were you waiting for? I have to try out this recipe. I haven't tried it to see. My daughter is the baker, so I'm going to have her bake this and see. Those two little dots were really close to my baking bowl, so I masked that off. If any of you are still thinking about getting something, or you haven't even looked yet, you were not aware, especially my replay watchers, if you were not aware of this, the Essential Stencil Christmas 2025 release, please use my code WK21 or my link. Either one will help so that I can bring you new tutorials. And don't forget our Happy Mail. So I would appreciate that very much. And if you have used my code in the past, I am very, very grateful and thankful for that. The L is really close to the edge right here, so I am going to cover that. Anytime that you think you're going to go over the edge, make sure that you either tape it off or cover it with something. Oh yes, it would be. It is dark here too, but it is 7:30 here. But it is dark. I love this red color. It is a very pretty color. And it might not show up very well on this dark background, but I'm okay with that because this is a little bit of a rustic piece. So if it is not clearly readable, I'm okay with that. I will peek here in just a moment and see what it looks like. I'll go back over this. Oh, I left this corner completely out. See here in a minute to see what this looks like. I'm going to take a peek. Okay, got to do some more right there and right there. The red is not very legible. So we can do one of two things. Go over it with like black. I don't think black will show up either. We can go over it with a lighter color. Or we'll just leave it distressed looking and sand some it back and have a very distressed piece, as if it has faded off, like rubbed off. I had to look to see where I needed more color. Alright, let me know what you guys think. hope you can see it. It is delayed. So while I wait on you guys to let me know what you think, I am going to fill in all these little things. Now I'm going to use my dome brush. I am going to use buttermilk to fill some of these in. I am not disliking it. And we can just add the rest of our stuff and see what we think after we add everything. These little dome brushes are perfect for small things like this. They are just the right size. I am going to go ahead and do the rolling pin and our little gingerbread man, but I'm going to go over with another color. Do a second coat. It does have a rustic look. That red is hard to see, like you said, exactly. It will have to be a light color. I was hoping it would work, but I would have had to make my board lighter. I didn't make my board light enough. Had some fibers on here. This is cinnamon stick. I'm going to use that for my little ginger person. And for the stick on the spatula, and my wooden spoon. My mitten is going to stay the same. This is my rolling pin. My rolling pin is going to get red handles. And my mitten is going to get a red band. That color showed up really good, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it with some white. I'm going to use the big Mambo Jumbo brush. I'm mixing my white and my gingerbread color, cinnamon stick. That's what that color looks like. We'll see what we end up with. There is no wrongdoing, there's only design changes. So we'll see. It'll have a little bit of a red undertone, but it's going to look good. It's gonna give it the lightness that it needs. I'm gonna take a peek. Yeah, that's not much better. I'm gonna let you guys see it. I can go over it one more time. It is better. Now I'm just gonna go for it. Still has a little bit of a red, and what I might do, I might just distress it and sand over it. And things happen where you have something in mind and it looks good in your mind, but then when you do it, don't throw your project away. There's always ways to fix it or make it better or distress it or do things, and at the worst you can sand it off and start over. Like if I don't like it, I can send it off and start over. It's not all lost. Trial and error. And that way you guys know what to do. It will give you an idea of what works and what doesn't work. Did I anticipate this? Nope. I'll check comments here in just a second, ladies. And if you need to check the Essential Stencil page, don't forget you can do !ES and it will take you straight to the Essential Stencil page or site. If you need to know my code, you can do !code. If you would like to be notified when I'm on, !notify. I'm trying to get it in these last little grooves. Yeah, you can't read it. I am going to move on. I'm probably going to sand it back and work on it. But I am going to take I want to fill this in. That is the pie popping over, or the dough. Get a little bit more right there. I'm going to dry it and then yeah, I don't like it. I won't have enough time to fix it though. I like my little embellishments. They look good. My little people. But I do not like And I was so hoping the red would work. Because I was going to add my little ginger people. I'm going to put the girl here and the boy here. These are from the pink stencil, not stencil of the month, the breast cancer one. There's little ginger people on there. And see, my little ginger people fit perfectly within this color scheme. I just have to fix the words. See the little ginger people? I wonder if green would show up. A little tool. Can you guys see that? I don't know, black would work. I'm almost thinking green. You see how that green looks? I'm almost thinking green would work. What you guys think? Do green? And that's very similar in color. Let's try green. Let's see what happens. The worst that can happen, it doesn't work. I'm thinking that one is... Alright, which green should we use? The light green or the dark green? This one or this one? I am thinking the dark, but which one are you guys thinking? I know, Janet, I've been missing you too. Yeah, it might need a solid background, that is true. Well, now you know what not to do, right? And I probably should clean my stencil, but I want to try to do this real quick and see if it works. I want you guys to see it. At first you don't succeed, try and try again. The green might actually work, ladies. That's a little bit better. I think the Lord had a different thing in mind than I did. He said you need to be using green because green is evergreen. Just like the Lord, as always. Evergreen will not die out in the winter. The Lord is always there. And the Lord shows up when we least expect Him. When we need Him the most, He is there. I did not tape it, so I have to be careful when I move my fingers. You're doing a real fast stenciling job right now. But I like when things happen to where we have to regroup. That way, when something happens and it doesn't work out the way you guys intended it, you know what to do. You know how to fix it. And yes, I should have cleaned my stencil off. And yes, I should have used a clean brush. And yes, I shouldn't have put so many coats of paint on top of each other. But when you are trying to get things done and you only have an hour, you have to sometimes work around things. It's always good to learn lessons. That's what helps us to remember things. I think this shifted a little bit. Yep, it did. I must have accidentally bumped it. And also, if you have a color that will not show up good, put white under it. White always makes things pop. That's kind of interesting. And I might sand this off and start over. These came off of a little sprig from Hobby Lobby that I bought years and years and years ago. I don't even know how long ago. And I'm just adding some embellishments. I still have room to sand this off without any problem. It was a little pick with greenery and pine cones. And these berries, I bought like a whole pack of these. I just tugged them under because I am going to put a bow over top. And it's already after 8. I am going to let you guys go. I will finish this. I've got this fabric, and Osnaburg fabric. I am going to make a little bow with some jute. That's going to go over top right here. And I will fix this and I will post pictures of what it looks like. But let me draw a name real quick to put in our Happy Meal bucket. Miss Bonnie is going in our Happy Meal bucket. And hop over to the Essential Stencil page. Check out what Miss Amanda is working on tonight. And I will fix this up and post pictures of our finished cutting board. You have a blessed evening. Remember, exclamation mark ES will get you to the Essential Stencil page. Exclamation mark code would get you to my code WK21, and exclamation mark notify will get you notified when I'll go live. All right, you guys have a blessed evening. Hop over to the Essential Stencil page and see what Miss Amanda is creating tonight.